we continue our holiday celebration here on Idaho Today. You know, we got you ready for the parties with the makeup. We talked about a great event that everyone can go to help celebrate and spread the light and share the light. And today, or right now, we're going to be talking about cookie decorating, because when you're done with the parties, you got to do a lot of baking at home, right? Exactly. But Erin, you are a cookie decorating expert, so much that you're actually kind of a reality star in the baking world, right? Tell us about the Food Network.
Okay, so I was on Christmas Cookie Challenge, and I competed, let's see, the episode aired in November, so yes. It's been about a month, and it was so much fun. I just had a blast and won the first round. I won a huge prize from Ghirardelli, and so it's just been fun. I've had lots of events since then, and now it's time for me to kind of hunker down with my family and do our family traditions. Yes. And part of that includes, you know, some cookies.
Well, give us some of your expert tips. We are so lucky to have you. All right. Absolutely gorgeous. I don't know if you've all seen this yet, if we've gotten a close shot, but these cookies are impeccable. I can't even tell how you did the icing. I don't even know where to begin. You even wrote on a tree. Now, my handwriting is almost ineligible. Like, you can't even read it as normal, let alone in frosting on a cookie. So, take us to step one of how do we make this magic happen?
Well, I think probably one of the most asked questions is, how do I keep my cookies from spreading? And you're gonna chill your dough. I know that's annoying.
That's so true. When you make a sugar cookie, there's so much butter that if you don't chill it, then it just ends up like a flat,
exactly. Think of it like a pie dough. You don't want your pie dough to get warm. You don't want your sugar cookie dough to get warm. So a lot of times I will mix my dough and then chill it and then cut the shapes and then bake it. So you really want those crisp shapes. Also, avoid getting cookie cutters that have really narrow little pieces, because what happens is that those pieces will break. And we don't want that. So look for kind of, fatter, chunkier cookie cutters. And then you can grab an edible marker or pen at any craft store, and you can kind of map out your cookies. So
I never even knew that existed.
And
seriously, an edible marker.
Yes, and just, after your cookies are baked, just draw on your cookie and kind of see where you want things. Then another thing that people run into is that they kind of just do everything all at once, when really what you need to do is section your cookies. So section by section, you're gonna do one thing first, then let it dry a little bit. Another thing next, and then let it dry a little bit.
So you treat it like a painting almost sometimes.
It is, it's like little works of art, right? But when you do that, then you get a lot of dimension, and you get like closer to, this is my job. So
thank you for pointing that out, because the expectation felt a little high.
No. So we're just going to, also, if you want a wet on wet look with this white,
how do you do that?
I just piped that on while the icing was still wet. But what we're gonna do here, I piped these white pieces.
Beautifully so.
And then we're gonna go in, and I'm just gonna have you flood these red pieces. And that is gonna give a more distinct, kind of chunkier look, where each piece is its own individual section.
So I've seen what you've done. Like you said, you came in here with that edible marker, you made a plan. So you didn't just go in and go, I'm making a candy cane, and just see what happens. You mapped it out. Then you piped it, or traced around it, right, with your first part. Then you went in and you did the white. Let that dry and set, and then you go in and fill in.
Exactly. So if I was doing this cookie, I'd continue to do the rest of the white, but we're gonna have you
I'm gonna try. So you call this technique flooding, though?
Yes.
All right.
And so you're gonna get close.
Tip to flooding?
Get close to the cookie. And we're going to, squeeze a lot out. You can really put a lot of pressure on that back. Perfect.
I'm so nervous, though. I'm afraid I'm gonna ruin it.
It looks really good. Okay, now stop there.
Got it.
What you can do is you can just give your cookie a little shake.
And then it'll fill out.
It's smooth right away.
Erin, that's amazing. And then also, too, I mean, your frosting is so smooth, so shiny, so beautiful. It's a very specific frosting, right?
It is. It's called royal icing, and you need meringue powder for it.
Meringue powder is where you're going to get that beautiful gloss on that. It's almost like a matte gloss. I don't even know how to describe that. It just looks delicious.
It's silky.
It's silky. I like that. That's a good point. point. Okay, Erin, thank you so much.
Yes.
Greatly appreciate you.
Thanks for having me.
Yes, and then how do we find you?
Yeah, so Darling Cookie Co. is my business name, and I'm done for the season, done with all my cookies.
You're taking Christmas break.
Yeah, I'm taking Christmas break, but I'll be back in the new year with lots of classes, including a royal icing class. How to make the royal icing, all the consistencies, how to color it.
I'll be attending that.
Okay.
That's fantastic. All right, thank you so much, Erin.
Yes.
Hey, and Merry Christmas to you, my
Yes,
friend.
you too.